Hello everyone. I'm here to do a hopefully brief reading for a select number of people. And even though I know that not very many people will see this, I'm trusting that whoever does see this video will deeply resonate with the message, because there's a major transformation going on, and this isn't something that's about to occur. This is something that we've just been initiated into, and okay, let's just get into it. So in the current position, I've got the Queen of Pentacles. I don't know if you can really see it here. It's just a card of a bear, like the mother bear in the forest, looking out over a sunset or sunrise. She's very comfortable looking. She's the Queen of Earth. She's mastered her habitat, if you will. So let's see what this landscape card tells us. So we're in the landscape of the Queen of Pentacles. That's our home. She is as old as the rock, brown like the crowns of the trees in the harvest season. She is the Queen of Pentacles, place and animal, a space that protects and regenerates, opening each to the other in invitation. She owns the wisdom of the cave, of the long winter sleep, of hunger. So this is where we are right now. We are the mother bear in the harvest season, getting ready to go into the long winter. She's a master of the material world. She knows how to use her resources wisely. She's grounded, she is safe, she is mother bear of the forest. And alongside this current position, I got this, the shapeshifter. The shapeshifter has a love of theater, games, and trickery. Its energy appears as one thing, only to reveal a more complex story below the surface. The shapeshifter is within all of us to some degree. It is the side of ourselves that is slippery, non-committal, and experimental, and longs to dismiss the rules. We need its energy to adapt to the ever-changing landscape of our existence. When the shapeshifter card appears, it's important to imagine you are looking at life through a kaleidoscope rather than a single focus lens. At any moment, the scene may shift, revealing a more enchanting vision than you imagined. Be wary, though, as the allure of the kaleidoscope can leave you exhausted and yearning for solid ground. Dancing long-term with the shapeshifter requires a central pillar of integrity that links us back to our center. So, we're in the landscape of the mother bear right now, of the Queen of Pentacles. And one thing I was thinking when I was looking at the bear was, like, the mother bear is a very clear archetype, if you will. It's like when we think of the mother bear, you have a very vivid image that comes to your mind. I just feel like its way of life is very stable and predictable. And even in this card, it's like she knows her landscape very well. It's like she's really comfortable here, and she's kind of looking out over the year that's just occurred, and she's getting ready to go into her winter slumber. But this shapeshifter card is saying that it gives us the energy to adapt to the ever-changing landscape of our existence. So our current landscape of the bear is about to go into hibernation, and our landscape is about to shift. At any moment, the scene may shift, revealing a more enchanting vision than you imagined. So there's something changing here. The landscape is changing, we are changing, and it's kind of like a reminder not to look at ourselves or our life through this one archetypal lens. Like, it's easy for us to identify with, like, to put ourselves in some kind of category. It's like, I am this kind of person, and this is how I act, and this is who I am. And it's very comfortable for us to say, this is where I live my life. What the shapeshifter is saying, that's about to change. And you need to be able to look at your life as if it's a kaleidoscope, as if there's many different colors that incorporate who you are, and not be single focused on, who you think you are or who you think you should be, and adapt to the shapeshifter energy and be able to identify in other landscapes, if that makes sense. So let's move on. What I got for birth, like what's birthing in your life, what's coming to life in you, I got this balance card. What's being birthed in us is the temperance card, the balance card. And in my last reading, I went really into balancing the masculine and feminine energies in us, and it was just all about balance. So this is something that's being birthed in us. We're really learning to understand what balance means in our bodies, what balance means in our mind, what balance means in our creative flow. And this is something that, it's not in our future, it's something that's already being birthed in us. It's something that we're already, we're not pregnant with this idea. This is being birthed into the world, and we're learning how to nurture this. And then get this, as the death card, what's dying in your life? Mother of Earth. This is the Queen of Pentacles. So how we used to view the world, how we used to view ourselves, the thing that's very comfortable for us, the way we identify ourselves is dying. And kind of like I was saying, it's like it's fall in this card, she's getting ready to go into hibernation. But like when she wakes up, she's not going to be the same. And like we're shape-shifting. And this energy is still going to be a part of who we are. But it's not our identity anymore. It's dying, and we're learning to encompass the spectrum of who we are, rather than just a single focused thing. And this isn't really like a classic interpretation of the Queen of Pentacles. Maybe it's more like focused on like material things and like financial things. So maybe that is relevant to you as well. But I'm kind of just seeing it as like what's comfortable for us, and like the landscape that we're comfortable in, like our environment, our physical environment, our material environment. It's like we're very used to certain things being a certain way in our home, in our life, to keep us safe and comfortable. And that's dying, that's shifting. So on the masculine side, I had the Magician. Now, again, in the last reading, I kind of spoke about the masculine, like needing to direct, like having learned a lesson to a certain point, that it needs to now use the wisdom that it's learned to direct its conscious energy into the other aspects of our life, which is kind of what the Magician does. The Magician has all of the elements at its disposal, and he can see things from a higher perspective and use whatever element he needs to create, to manifest things in the world. So we're learning how to do this. I feel like this is a really positive, amazing card to have on the masculine side. It's like, this is like number one card. Like this is the beginning of an adventure that we're about to go on, and we actually have the tools and the resources to be able to put our energy where we need to in order to create actual growth. And clarifying this card, I got the unfurling. We just passed the spring equinox, and this energy is very present right now in the external world. So this is a great matchup for us to kind of tap into and tune into this energy, because it's spring. Literally the whole earth and everything inside of us is unfurling right now. And when I'm just seeing like the Magician's holding up the candlestick, and it's like as he's holding up the candlestick, it's like the candlestick is the sun in this image. And like if you were to see this as like a movie set, and the Magician is like the director behind the camera, and this is the movie that's being produced, it's like he's holding up the candle, he's making the sun shine, he's got all the elements in place, like he's like orchestrating the natural world so that the growth can come through. So this is on our masculine side. This is the part of us that acts in the world. This is our mental conscious mind. So we're directing our actions, our thoughts into the world in this kind of a way, through a very controlled, wise, like higher perspective, manifesting kind of way. And it's like, it's going to work for us this time. And I know it hasn't really worked for us in the past because there's been a lot of imbalance. And we've been identifying with an old way of being that's now dying. And it's literally in the process of dying, and something else has already been born. So this is tangible for us. This isn't like something's coming and it's on its way. This is the power that you have right here, right now. So let's move on to the feminine side, I guess. Okay, on the feminine side, I get the Page of Wands. Again, this is kind of like an initiatory card, like the beginning of something that you now have the ability to do that you previously didn't have. So as you can see in this card, hopefully you can see it, on the staff there are these little green sprouts coming out of it. And I'm kind of seeing like there is like a balance here between the masculine and feminine cards, because it doesn't feel like the masculine is one energy and the feminine is another energy that are opposing and working against each other. It almost does feel like these cards are working together. Like it's not a struggle for us to balance these energies within us anymore. We're starting to actually learn how to do it with ease and realize how easy, how natural it actually is. So it's like this growth comes, like these are tied. It's like when the masculine and the feminine are in balance with each other, the growth comes. It's like the masculine is kind of like, again, like the director behind the scenes. He's calling the shots. He's setting the environment, the ground up for growth. And the Page of Wands is like the Page of Wands knows how to see the potential in the environment and is inspired by the environment and wants to create something more, something bigger. It's like they're working together. Like one is like the director and one is the producer or something like that. Like they're working together to allow this new creative force, this new, maybe this is a new project, a new idea. It's not necessarily just a new way of being. There's something coming. There's something that through balancing these aspects of yourself, this is coming up, coming out, and it's going to grow in your life. Like this isn't going anywhere. This is planted in fertile ground, and it's going to grow into something big and beautiful and long lasting. And clarifying the feminine card, clarifying the Page of Wands, I get the Moon, which corresponds to the winter solstice. So you have the spring equinox and the winter solstice, two cardinal points. The masculine representing the spring equinox, the feminine representing the winter solstice. And I kind of feel like these two are tied as well, because she hibernates during this time. So during this time, like we've just come out of winter. And we kind of have this energy, like really comfortable and really settled inside of us. Because we've just gone through a season of inner work, inner reflection that maybe wasn't like some of our previous winters. Like I know I kind of feel that way. It's like this winter was a little bit different than the other winters, and I'm a very like reflective person. It's like this last season, there was something really crucial that happened to us, to our inner world, to our feminine side during this previous winter. Like there was a major healing that happened. Like this moon is like nestled into some kind of like celestial cocoon, but it's like, it's not a cocoon in a sense that it's like, you know, like transforming in the cocoon and then being birthed. It's like, it's just held in this like celestial like lace of some kind. I don't know. It's like, it's just very, it feels very protected. It's like, it's a full moon, it's come to its culmination and it's protected. Like, it's divinely protected. Like, your heart has reached a new place, and there's a part of you that might be afraid to admit that your heart is now safe. That might be a big message. Your heart is now safe. Let's pull a card for that. Okay. No fucking way. The Buffalo. Again, it's like, this is a newer deck and I haven't like, I mean, it is shuffled. It's just like, as if I just get this again. Let me pull one more. Your heart is now safe. Even though, like, there's some shifting going on around this energy that we're really comfortable with, this energy is dying. It's literally the thing we're most comfortable with is the thing that needs to die. But our heart is safe, and we can allow that process to happen because there's a newer, better, more fruitful version of us. There's a newer, better, more fruitful way of living that's available to us, and we're safe to live in this space. We don't have to hold on to our cubs, if you will. Like, we don't have to hold on to this way of life that we know so well, that is so comfortable to us. Your heart is safe. Let me grab one more from here. The Mountain. Okay. Immediately upon pulling this card, it's giving me mad flashes to this cat tarot deck that I have that literally has an image that's so similar to this. So I'm going to grab that deck. Here we go. 8 of Cups. Look at these cards. So, on the feminine side, something has been healed. And it's been a long time coming. We've had to go through a lot of stuff, a lot of pain in our heart. But our heart is healed. Our heart is now safe. Our heart has maybe grown back up after a long period of being broken, of being hurt, of feeling like it's not safe in the world because it had maybe so much love that it gave that it lost in the past, and now it's finally kind of come to a place where it's like, I want to give again, I want to love again, and I feel my heart is like cradled in my own safety and security and awareness, and it's cradled in my own love and my own like I don't know, it's like your heart is safe within your own knowing of who you are and of what you want to give and receive in this world. And clarifying this idea of your heart is safe, I have the Buffalo, which I pulled in my last reading. So this is like your authentic expression. It's like, this is what you came to this world to give. Who you are. Which this is a huge part of who you are that you've been previously withholding because of some stuff that happened to you in the past. But that heart is a huge part of who you are, your authentic self. If you were to be your complete free self, this is a huge part of that. And maybe you haven't been able to show your heart because you've been protecting it. You've been protecting it. And you've been learning to adapt to the outer world to keep your heart safe. And this environment that you've created, this life that you've created, this version of yourself that you've created to keep your heart safe needs to die now. Because the world needs your heart. And yeah, it's going to be scary, but you're safe to do this. You're safe to do this. Just don't forget to remember the balance between your feminine side and your masculine side. Don't let your feminine side be too vulnerable without remembering the logic and the past lessons that you've learned. And don't let your masculine side be too dominant and neglect your heart. So you've got a real gift here to give, and we need this. And I feel like you're ready to give your authentic self, but there's some other cards here that we need to clarify. Or that we need to get into to clarify this message. I just love how these are so similar. Okay, let's start with the mountain. A mountain appears in front of you as your spirit prays for a vision. This is a time of action, daring, and great potential. You may not know exactly where you are going right now, but you do know that you need to keep moving. You know within your heart that you must travel into the unknown. You must lose yourself and move away from your comfort zone to break free. Right now, you don't need a big plan or an answer for everything. Trust that the path will appear as you start to move. Take the first step, then take the next step, and so on. Focus on the obstacle ahead of you, not on the entire mountain. When self-doubt starts to rise, look within your heart and remember why you started. This is the most important thing you need to carry within your heart to reach the top. Your intention to find a vision for your life. Don't rush, but also don't procrastinate. There is still time, but there is no time to waste. So I'm kind of seeing this version of you, if you kept on this trajectory, this version of you would be getting ready to go back into hibernation and just sleep the next season of life away in the comfort that it knows. But you're being called, instead of going back into the den, you're being called to climb the mountain, to take a step in a completely different direction. And yeah, it's going to be scary, but there's something in your heart that's telling you to move forward, to move in this new direction. And I don't know, it's there's something in you. There's something in you. And I don't know what it is. You don't know what it is. Maybe you do know what it is. And you're just too afraid to take the first step. But maybe you don't know what it is. And maybe you're kind of like me and you're you know there's something big inside of you that wants to come out, but you don't know how. You don't know what it looks like. And in my experience, I'm which door do I need to walk through? What is the path? What is my path? I'm so anxious. My entire life I've been confused about my path and not wanting to make the wrong choice and not wanting to go down the wrong path. And you don't need to know all the answers. You just need to trust that in your heart you have an intention of finding the right path. And the more you can trust in your heart, trust in your authentic self, trust in the guides around you, trust in the natural world, trust in the goodness and the love that you know is life. You're gonna get there. You're gonna get there. I just can't get over how similar those cards are. 8 of Cups. Let's see. Let's maybe read this interpretation here. Standstill, energy block, strife, worries, sadness, depression, separation. Nothing works. At least that's how it seems right now, because the free flow of your energy is blocked by tension. There's something stuck, there's something stagnant. It's like the moon, the lunar energy within you, your feminine side, your emotions, your life force. I'm seeing like this mercurial, like silvery water that's just like, I don't know, when you think of life force, I kind of think of like more of like a fiery, fast moving like energy, but this feels like a silvery, like mystical kind of a liquid that's like trapped in your body. It's like the lunar feminine, like there's just like a softness to it. This soft, like, it's really potent though. It's like a liquid that's like really magical. Like you taste this and you transform. I don't know. So it's like this energy, this lunar liquid energy is stuck in your body. It's like, it's stagnant. There's something that's like pooling it up and making it murky and dirtying its purity. And it's like there's been a lot of sadness and depression. And whatever happened to your heart in the past has caused this block. And this sadness, this depression around like your emotional realms is keeping you sad and depressed. Like the more sad and depressed you are, the more sad and depressed you will be. Does that make sense? Like there's something that needs to flow here. Nothing works. At least that's how it seems right now, because the free flow of your energy is blocked by tension. Sadness arises along with heaviness and feelings of oppression. Let go of your old, burdensome ideas of who you have to be or how you have to feel and live your life. It's almost like this part of you hasn't been welcome in the external world. And you've wanted to give this part of you, but it's been rejected, or it's been trampled on, or it's been used, it's been shattered, it's been broken, it's been bruised, and this is like maybe something that happened a long time ago. Because this is deep, this is like long enough ago that it's created a block in you that's been so comfortable for so long that you don't even really realize something happened when you tried to give this part of yourself to the world. And you created a new structure for yourself to belong. But in creating that new structure, you've suppressed this part of yourself. And it's really hurt you, because it's felt like it's literally made you depressed, because there's a fucking huge amount of love in your psyche, in your heart, in your body, in who you are. There's a huge amount of love inside of you that you are destined to give. It is a part of your authentic self. And you've been depressed. You've been sad. You've been really hurting. And maybe like what I was saying about like the winters and like the going inward and trying to heal this part of you. In this last winter, maybe you've come to maybe realize some of the blocks that you have put in place. And maybe you were really depressed this last winter, like sinking into some of the hurt that went on like way back when this initially started. I don't know. Maybe you're starting to realize what caused you to shut this part of yourself down. But struggling against the current of our inner life force seems to strengthen the ego for a while. But in the end, we merely violate ourselves. It's like, yeah, we suppressed this part of ourselves to create this this ego that feels safe in its environment. It feels good for a while, but in reality, we're violating our true heart. If you refuse to pay attention to the pressure your unacknowledged feelings exert within you, the pressures in your outer life will intensify. Sit quietly and let the energy knot soften within you. Move your body and allow your true feelings to come up, to be dispersed. Then your vital forces begin to flow again very quickly. So maybe that you need to spend some time with yourself. Take some time when you have, hopefully you have the ability to have time alone by yourself. This would be ideal, obviously. Be alone with yourself. Get into your emotions. Like, however you need to do that. Maybe it's reading old journal entries. Maybe it's looking at old photos. Maybe it's doing like a heart meditation, or like pulling some cards for yourself to maybe help reveal some stuff in the past, to maybe help bring up some of those past emotions. Feel them. Remember what it was like. Find joy in remembering the pain, because that pain has brought you on a really, really long and beautiful journey that you're finally healing from. And that pain that you're so sad about, the pain that hurts so bad that it caused you to hide this part of yourself for years, that pain is such a beautiful thing, because it has brought you to this place where your heart is now healed enough, your heart is now safe, that you can actually accept it again as part of yourself and begin to move out into the world with this heart and allow some growth to happen in a new way, in a balanced way. Like you're balanced now. You're no longer suppressing that feminine side of yourself. You've healed it, and you're learning to allow both of these forces within you to grow and to become like equal forces in what creates your life, and equal forces in your expression of yourself. I'm going to pull one more, I think. One more. This is really long. Apparently I don't know how to do short videos, but I'm going to pull one more, okay? Okay. Well, this is on the bottom of the deck, and it doesn't want to go back in. So what is this? This might be like the last card in the deck, to be honest. It totally is. Okay. Wow. This is the last card in this archetypal deck. The last card. Let's see. This is going to be fucking powerful. The soul of the world. All that is. Anima Mundi epitomizes the principle: accept all, reject none. Simply put, it is the living soul of the world in all its multifaceted, multidimensional layers, bonded together by loving cosmic forces. Diversity is celebrated, multiplicity is honored, and nothing is denied embrace. Constructs of separation dissipate into the wonderful mess of shared consciousness. Anima Mundi is the link between the literal and the imaginal, the rational and the mythic. It is the connective fiber that makes life meaningful. This card indicates an initiation on the level of the soul. You will awaken the unique light within and witness how this light contributes to the radiance of the entire universe. You will sense yourself as a critical note in the cosmic orchestra. Destiny is altered as you hear the enchanted melody of all living things. Anima Mundi is the energy behind the World card in the tarot deck. Both carry themes of universal unity, completeness, and embrace. The embrace of Anima Mundi is available anytime, anywhere, to anyone, day or night, rich or poor. It is a process of unveiling our resistance to its love. Okay. So this, if the interpretation of these cards in front of me has been very personal for you, like personal in a sense where it's like, this is for me and my self-expression, this is for me and my immediate environment, this is for me and my life. It's not. This is bigger than you. No one else can do it like you. It's in your unique talents, with the sensitive way you see the world and the lessons you've learned, that you can stand out. So whatever you've learned in this realm of your life, to be quite honest, it's not about you anymore. It's not about you and the comfortability of your own heart. It's not about what your heart can gift your life. This is about something that only you have. Your sensitivity, the lessons that you've learned, the healing that you've done, integrating that heart back into yourself and being able to express that into the world. This is bigger than your life. This is about really not just integrating your personality, but integrating who you are into who you truly are. You know what I mean? Like, this is the soul of the world. This is the conscious expression of humanity. This is the love behind everything. Like, this isn't about you and your comfortability. This isn't about you and your life and what you want for you and your life. This is about the part that you play in the bigger story of life. And you, because of this journey that you've been on, you have a big role to play in this symphony, in the orchestra of what's happening in the collective. This is the soul of the world. And like, there's nothing beyond this. This is everything that is. This is everything that is. And you're called to play a big part of bringing this kind of love, this kind of expression, this kind of reality into the 3D, into the shitty, mundane life that we've been living. You have learned some major lessons, and you're just beginning. You're just starting to take the steps. You know, like, you've shut a part of yourself down, but you're ready to start growing. You're ready to use, like, you've got a grip on all this stuff. You've got a grip on the truth of what's happening in the higher realms. And now you can use the truth of this. You can use the truth of this. The only thing that kind of feels like it's still physical, like the balance of the masculine and feminine energies is like of a spiritual realm. This is something that transcends the physical. This is something that transcends the physical. This is something that is created through the transcendence, right? This transcends. This is transcending. The only thing I'm getting here that's physical, like, and what I mean by physical is like, it's still in the 3D, it's in the lower vibration. And it needs to be elevated and needs to be faced because it's still causing some resistance, some blockage in your life because you're afraid of being hurt again. This needs to die. This is the death card. This is like, it's not the death card, but it's in the death position. This needs to die. Your current version of yourself, whatever you're doing to keep protecting this, needs to die. This needs to transcend into the higher realms so that it can actually gift. I got goosebumps right now. This has to gift the world in a bigger way. And it can't if you're all mama bear about it. You gotta let that heart out. You gotta let that heart out. Okay, there's a part of me that wants to keep going because this is just so much fun. But I'm going to stop because this is so long. Anyways, I had a lot of fun doing this, and again, I don't care if 3 people watch this video, as long as those 3 people really resonate with this message, because there's something here and I want you to hear it. So hopefully you enjoyed. For the love of God, let at least 3 people enjoy this video, and I'll see you in the next one in whatever form I take for that. So thank you so much. I love you so much. This message is amazing. You are amazing, and I can't wait to see what we can do moving forward in this life, because something amazing is coming.